our example is going to be 2x4s in the back of our hatchback here. We're going to lay it down, and the plan is to keep it from going up and down, left and right, back and forth. Okay, we're going to start with our main shackle here. So I'm going to do a real easy one. We're going to use a black wall hitch. I use it all the time. I'll just fold my cord in half, and then I'll tie in a loop. Okay, and you don't want the loop to be too long. Here it's about 1 inch long, right? I'm going to go through, and I'm going to wrap around several times, including the shackle. Okay, this is where the magic happens. Can you take a look, Chad? Okay, I'm going to go through the loop once. There we go. And then I'll go through the loop twice. Now we need to make sure that this turn is on the correct side. If I pull it on this side, it's not going to do anything, right? It's just going to release right open. So I need to push this loop to the other side, and then it's going to capture all the tension I pull in. Okay, I'll hook in, wrap around, grab my cord, and there's my marlin spike hitch. I always like to put my thumb on there so that I'm aware of where the spike is at, and I'm just going to pull. There we go. Okay, this black wall hitch, I don't like to rely on it just by itself. So what I'm going to do is pull in a half hitch. I'll lift this up. That gives me some space, and then I'll just run my cord through, and then I'll pull in my half hitch. There we go. That should be good. All right, so this is looking good up here, but in the back, not so much. Okay, so let's use our hinges.
Can't see the hinge. You're in the way. Oh,
You see the hinge right there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to capture my cord, my standing end, and I'm just going to tie in a running bow line. There we go. I just made myself a little lasso there, and I'll pull that. Okay. Make sure that we're out of any moving parts. Good. Now we'll throw this to the other side. Okay, so here I'm going to wrap this a few times. I'm going 3. Now when I pull this tight, it's going to go to the right. And so what I want to do is compensate for however much tension I'm going to pull in. So I'm going to push this off to an angle. There we go. When I pull it tight, not enough. So right now I'm going to tie in another black wall hitch. This is an automatic trucker's hitch here. I'm going to give myself plenty of room because I'm going to need that slack. And then I'll create a bite. I'm going to wrap it around once, twice, pop it off, rotate it 180 degrees, and pop it back on. Okay. Now all I need to do is attach this loop here to my standing end. Okay. And that's where that extra line comes in. I'm going to pull in a girth hitch and capture that loop. Okay, this will be plenty to keep it in place. All right, and then over here, I'm already set up. I'm on the right side. I'll just pull this tight, and this will capture all the tension I need. Marlin spike. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do another couple half hitches to make sure that stays put. So with 2 points, we're pretty good left and right. You can see I'm shaking the car. We're good up and down, and we're decent back and forth. Okay. If I really wanted to, I could pull this forward, and then I can take another 2 lines and I can counteract the tension on the board, and then tighten it that way. I don't think that's going to be necessary. But the next thing we need to worry about is getting our door closed so it doesn't flap all about. So get yourself a beach towel. You'll place it right about where you think the latch is going to land. Okay? And we're going to take our cord and lock it right into the shackle. Make sure you hear both those clicks. There we go. I'm in there completely. Okay? This will just barely slide through. It's not going to come out. Bring this down. All right, so what I'm going to do, just like I did up front, I'm going to do another black wall hitch. I captured my standing end, and I'm just going to do another loop before I tie this off. Okay. Now with this side, I'm going to tie in a simple bow line. I know it's hard for you to see because I have the wood covering it up.
It's not focusing.
There we go. There's my simple bow line. If you can come check it out from this side. Okay, here it is. And when I pull on this side, the rope's going to slip underneath and it's going to capture all the tension. Okay, here's that Marlin Spike hitch right on top. Twist it around. I'll hook on to my standing end and pull it through. Okay, I like to put my thumb on there so that I'm aware of where that spike is at. And then I'll just pull. I'm going to tie in a couple half hitches right onto the end of my 2x4s. That's just to make sure that my knot doesn't go anywhere. This I'll secure inside the vehicle. You can see that the door's all closed, no problem. And here's how you really know if you did a good job. You can take your object and you can move your vehicle around. If you can move the suspension on your vehicle, then you know it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? Now to take it apart, here's what we're going to do. Simply open it like normal. Okay. This should be a little more loose. We can pull out our towel. Our Marlin Spike hitch comes in handy here to pull apart the knot. Not our Marlin Spike hitch, just our Marlin Spike. But you see how I've spilled the knot and it just came right undone? That's why you want to do those extra half hitches. Let's go over here to our black wall hitch to this corner. We'll undo our half hitches. We'll spill our black wall hitch. Come on. There it goes. And since this is a running bow line, it's real simple to undo. We'll just break that bow line open. There we go. All right, so let's review. You have your shackle, that's a good anchor point. Sometimes you'll have anchor points already inside the vehicle, right? We have 4 right here. If those aren't enough, then you have the anchor points that are on the back of the seats. There's 1, 2, 3 here. If I pull this up, you could have another 2, and this is where the seat buckles into. Just on the other side here, there's 2 anchor points for your baby seat, your car seats, okay? You could use your headrests if you want to. There's 3 there, and then of course you have your upper and lower hinges on your door. You have your actual shackle that you can tie into too, and I've tied 2x4s Christmas trees to the roof of my sedan, and it made it just fine.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, you can visit my shop at awesomeforsale.com and pick up your very own Marlin Spike. We can type the Turk's head knot for you or even engrave it.